Hello, my friends. Today I'm gonna show you how you can pull together some TV shows and make them match each other. And by by doing that, I'm gonna complete my new video. And I have Under the Bridge TV show and the My Animal TV show. So I have some draft, my project is almost completed, but I'm gonna just complete it on this live stream. And it's starting with the just uh, under the bridge scene, which is two girls dancing, and it's taking us to the My Animal, which is also some dancing scene, and we're just putting them together because of the similar vibe and something we can really we can make them really match each other pretty well by finding something similar like dancing scenes, kissing, or anything else. And the next one is the actually it's kind of the middle of the movie. I'm sorry, the My Animal is the movie, it's not a TV show, and this part is from the middle of that movie. So we kind of we're just pulling the most interesting moments, no matter at what point they were in the original movie, in the original editing. And we have the at this point the music just the music just getting the most intense part, and all the actions actually are at this point. It's again some dancing from the movie to the TV show. And again from one to the other. Then we have some transition from the dancing to this bathroom scene or something like from the Under the Bridge episode 3. I was thinking that I couldn't even make anything, good, because they are not really compatible in terms of the atmosphere or anything. It's just totally different to one movie and one TV show, and they are both they are both have love between two girls, but it's the only thing that really, like, similar, but all others, just, they are totally different. Because uh because I made Love Lies Bleeding and other stuff, I decided just, I really could just make another good video with my animal, because uh it's just a good movie and it has a lot of good scenes. So I kind of, enjoying uh I really enjoy just, making something uh something that really interesting. This part is like, this red part is just uh the longest part from the My Animal movie, and I just cut a lot of I just cut off a lot of from this scene because it had a lot of nudity and stuff that are definitely, inappropriate for YouTube. So I kind of, uh, I narrowed down like the whole scene and just uh, picked the most interesting and the most appropriate at the same time parts, like, because there are like a lot of weird and stuff that is gonna, just violate any rules of YouTube. So we're not gonna use any of those. And sometimes, uh, when you watch this movie, you can, just you cannot even see exactly if there is like nudity or something, because of the style, like, because of the blur and all the stuff, like, red color, blue color, all that darkness. You cannot really see anything, like, um I can tell you, like, I can say exactly that none of my parts have nudity, just because I double checked like um, 10 times probably every part. But they are still the most, like, beautiful and hot parts from the movie. I think this is the point of the movie. They made pretty wild, like, energy, pretty good relationship, and that relationship really works only in that way, in that wild way, like with all the weird stuff, with all the yeah, there are a lot of nudity and stuff like this, but it doesn't really matter, because without that stuff, it wouldn't be the same movie, it wouldn't be the same vibe. And you cannot just, get rid of all the parts like I did, because I make it because I'm gonna upload on YouTube. But if you wanna just make something out of this movie, and you realize that you will get age restriction or something, if you understand that, so you can just you'd better just don't upload something like this, but just watch, enjoy it, because I do know how to avoid any problems with YouTube by doing a lot of works, like, and have some experience, so I can just easily avoid any problems with the age restriction or something. But if you really doubt that you can do that, you'd better just choose something else. Like, there are a lot of TV shows that suggest to you something without weird stuff or something. So I have some part that is not really completed, so I'm gonna just put something from my animal, because I don't really have any parts. I don't really have parts from the under the bridge anymore. I used all of them. I used all of the interesting parts. I think this part is pretty well for the very ending and something. So you can see that this part looks like it's something that is gonna violate rules, but it's not, because there is no subject, there is no nudity, and nudity is the main subject of the like getting your channel blocked or something. But it's not a nudity, it's like all the parts covered, they are covered, but legs or something, so it's not a nudity really. As well as this one or any other one. But I think that part like this can be used later, when you used all of the other parts. You can just put this one because you don't have any more, you don't have anything to put, so you can just put this one. But if you have something more modest, like not that hot, just use something more conservative, and then just you can do whatever you want. But it's better to be more conservative, because it's just better for you. not being afraid of, like not being afraid of age restriction or something, when you are confident that you will not get any of those, like problems. So this part is definitely a subject, like something that could potentially violate rules. So let's just not use that. ¿Por qué no? And this one is also something, like you'd better just not use any. So this part is okay. Let's put it right there. The only, the only problem with this part could be that we can see partially, like, lower back of the girl, of the first girl, like the one that closer to us. And this is, like, something that I really doubt, but it's not that serious, like lower back, it's not a nudity. Lower back is the part that considered to be appropriate. But I doubt it, because sometimes, I don't understand exactly what caused that age restriction, and YouTube cannot really explain you the reason. They just, they can point you out, like they can point out the key of your video, like, but not exactly moment, not exact moment, but like it's not really telling you anything, any specific, like, moment. It's only point out, like, it's pointing out, like, around that moment, but not specifically that moment. I think the short part is just doesn't go well. And when you don't have, like, specific time where your video violated something, if you don't have that moment, if you don't really know what part violated, you cannot do anything, you know, like you cannot just get rid of random part because or it will kill just all the video. So there is no way you can just, you know, remove age restriction. But I've got my, you know, I've got my recent video, like I've got that age restricted, and the age restriction was removed after I didn't win the appeal. And if you lose appeal, there is no way you can just remove that age restriction. It's permanent. It stays permanently. But for some reason, that age restriction, after I didn't win the appeal, it's just gone, you know. And I don't really understand why. Like, they were determined that my video should be age restricted, so, but kind of changed their mind, you know, after weeks. Yeah. Well, I think it's better, you know, remove the blue part and just keep the purple one. And that case I just told you was like, that was the only case that I have so far with the age restriction removed after losing a pill, you know, because if you lose, you will not get any chance to, you know, you will not get any, or you will not get any chance at all. Like, it was like, it was the only case that I have in like 3 years of creating videos, you know. But why would they do that, you know? I suppose that if your video getting a lot of views, and it's kind of, you know, you bring YouTube a lot of revenue, you bring YouTube more money, and if they see that it's not actually, you know, like that serious, like there is no nudity, there is no like sexual activity or something, let's just remove that age restriction. Yeah, I think it's just, you know, it works like that because of the revenue or something, like something profitable. because we bring YouTube a lot of money, they can prioritize money over the not over the rules, but over something, like close to age restriction, but not exactly age restriction. Because I was surprised in the first place when I've got that age restriction, since there was nothing, like there was nothing for giving me age restriction. So let's just rewatch the whole video, and we can check if we have any problems like bad or something, weird transition or something. I always have at least one transition that I want to change, but it's always that hard, like there is always one part that you struggle to change because of the lack of the other parts or lack of the experience, or I don't know exactly. Sometimes you cannot even understand why, like, one part looks bad or looks really, like, worse than the other part. You cannot just do anything because you don't really understand the reason, and you try and just replace one part with another part and nothing works, and it's kind of you're talking at one moment, and there is no way you can just make that video look better because you just don't have any solution. And the only good way in this case, just I think it's better just to move on, skip that moment, no matter how bad that is, no matter how much you don't like this part. You'd better just move on and just upload as it is, because you can see after like you can see that reason, you can realize that, but not now you don't probably have that experience for realizing, for understanding the reason that makes your video like look not that good. I can tell you that this music, the one you cannot hear actually, because um, I make all my music while I'm edit, uh, not hearable, like because of the distraction. It really distracts from the me talking to you, like, and I don't like when something distracts me. But in most cases, I pick music so carefully, like, I think the most important, like the vital part of your work as an editor is the choosing the music, like, choosing uh, a song for your project is the, like, as vital as the editing, because it's music that dictates how your work would be, how it would look like, it dictates the pace of the project. And probably music even is more important than the video material, because if you pick music, like, carelessly, and you just have really good TV show or movie, but your music just, it's just not for this video, and it doesn't really matter how good your TV show is or your movie, because you pick the wrong music. I hope I didn't pick the wrong one, because sometimes I do that. Yeah, I can easily accept that I do that. A lot of my videos, they contain, like, some good parts, some bad parts, but there are, like, videos that were made with the music that I would probably never choose. But I did that because of the lack of the experience or something. So I don't really regret anything. Yeah, it's fun. It's like, it's a good movie or it's a good video actually. Even though I have some really noticeable remarks, like, I kind of don't like this part. It's just, I don't like this expression. But what we have instead of this one, just this view of the girls is better than that expression with open mouth. Like I don't really like something like this, because in the movie it looks good, but in this video specifically it doesn't really look good, because we have the other like pace because of the music, and we have different style a little bit. I can switch the two parts. If it really do anything. It seems like no. So make sure that you don't have any too long parts, like longer than 10 seconds is the something you should be paying attention, because YouTube can easily just recognize that as the part of the movie, and it would be a violation of the copyright rights. So because of the 10 seconds or 15 seconds, 20 at worst scenario, like you would better just use less than 10 seconds. But sometimes I do have more than 10 seconds. It depends on this, like it depends on the type of the movie or TV show you have, because every TV show or movie has different like production studio or something, and every production studio has their own like people who in charge of the finding like illegal way of spreading their materials, of spreading their work, or some illegal ways are on YouTube. When you watch like something, compilations or something, it's kind of what YouTube considers like a violation of copyright rights, because compilations, I don't think that my videos is something, they are not really compilations, because it's more like music video or something, like it's not actually a compilation. I think compilation is the when you use every part, without any changes, without significant changes. That is compilation. That is something that YouTube considers like the laziest way to make content. But how could be my work that lazy? Just because we actually do a lot of work. We're putting music with the different TV shows, and we are simultaneously making comments. We commenting on the working process, and it's like 3 different actions at the same time. We're creating, we're commenting, we're listening, and it's like, it could be never considered as the like something unfair or lazy. Just it takes me a lot of effort actually, because of the I have to think about the project and about what to say and about how to explain something, and I didn't really prepare any words, any I don't have any script, so it's like spontaneously, and I think it's just kind of a way I prefer to work with. So I have to say that actually the most important part of choosing movies or TV shows and pulling them together is the frame rate of each TV show or movie. If you pick 2 TV shows and they have different frame rate, there is no way you can put them together. If one video, if one movie has 25 frame rate and the other one has, let's say, you have 2 TV shows with the 24 frame rate and one movie with the 25 frame rate, they are not compatible. They would never be compatible because of the frame rate, because of the different frame rate. And that is something I realized recently, because I didn't know that when I started, but it's just so vital. It's probably the only thing that could stop you from using something. because of the different frame rate. You just cannot do anything if you have the wrong frame rate. Because that movie was recorded with that frame rate, and you cannot do anything. And even you convert any of those, if you convert anything, like, it doesn't do really well with your final result. There would be a lot of artificials, like artifacts, there would be a lot of artifacts and a lot of like a lot of bugging, a lot of like lagging, something. I still do think that this part is not really good, like it's just like, why the fuck it's not that good, Probably with this girl just dancing is better because of the just one long part without any little like short parts, So she just keep it's keeping us watching. It's keeping us, and it's not like when you have like a lot of short parts and it's just one by one, and you don't really understand what just happened. So I think that any long part makes it look better than just two little parts like this. I think I have to stop at this point because it's better, just it's better to be completed just because I don't have any parts or something, and there is nothing actually to change. So I think that we can just upload the video without any changes anymore. and just name it my animal. It's actually the first try. It's the first trying. It could be age restriction or something, so we need to make sure that we will not get any problems, you know. So guys, if you want to watch this video, I can just upload this work today, and I can just, you know, make it as soon as possible, because I wanna give you any final result right away after the, you know, like live stream. But sometimes it takes me some changes, and you know, like sometimes I wait for the age restriction to come, because it could be, you know, like it could be immediately, like, but sometimes I get age restriction, you know, like the other day, or after like 5 hours after release or something. So it's better just to wait till you have the confidence that there is no problem, so you can just make your video publicly visible after you made sure you actually wouldn't have any problem. So there is no way you can get age restriction. You can make your video publicly visible, and that's it. Just it takes some time, actually. So it takes a while, actually, because of the YouTube sometimes, you know, cannot manage all the videos that were uploaded, and it takes them like a while to check every video uploaded, and you can just get age restriction like the other day, or a week after, even a month after, because of the constant checking, you know, like they checking constantly. They probably even checking your videos after you won appeal, because one person decided that your video should be age restricted, but there was another person who think that it's not actually age restriction. So it can be, you know, like rechecked by another person, and that is why I think my age restriction was removed on the recent video, because just, you know, another employee checked that video and probably found that video not violating anything. So it's just, you know, it's not that easy. I think that is just, you know, hard process. So thank you for watching, guys. I think it's kind of good stream, but I'm kind of tired, you know. So I think that another stream will be next week. It's better to keep it like, you know, to keep it every week. Like, I would like to keep it going, but it depends on a lot of moments, like, you know, it depends on the materials and other stuff like music. So let's say the other stream will be Saturday, but or Sunday. Yeah, but it could be the other day, any other day. It depends on my it depends on the materials and my mood, you know. So thank you for watching. I think this video I'm gonna just upload it after all the checks completed, and I hope you will enjoy this video, and I hope you enjoyed this stream. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.